There is an absolute, undeniable law of physics in the world of professional sports. When a domestic ecosystem becomes entirely too toxic, when the corporate boardrooms burst into flames, and when the union leadership completely cannibalizes itself, the true apex predators simply pack their bags and leave the building. They do not stick around to argue over pennies. They do not waste their breath negotiating with incompetent administrative staff. They elevate, they transcend the local drama, and they step onto the global stage. For the past 17 months, the WNBA Players Association has been operating like a highly volatile, completely unhinged circus. They are leaking internal documents, they are staging mutinies against their own executive director, they are threatening massive, catastrophic labor strikes. The noise is deafening, the panic is absolute, but hundreds of miles away from the corporate slaughterhouse, the single most valuable asset in the history of the sport just stepped off an airplane, completely unbothered, ready to dominate the international marketplace. Welcome to the breakdown. Get your popcorn ready. We are about to expose the brilliant, highly calculated escape of Caitlin Clark. We are going to dissect the absolute panic of the veteran media establishment. We are going to reveal the terrifying corporate reality of the sports agents. And we are going to show you exactly why the WNBA old guard is currently drowning in their own spectacular hypocrisy. To truly understand the absolute magnitude of this moment, you have to look at the contrast. You have to look at the massive, glaring juxtaposition between the WNBA locker rooms and the Team USA training camp. The WNBA locker rooms are currently paralyzed by fear. 80% of the league is sitting in unrestricted free agency. They do not know if they will have a job in May. They do not know if they will have health insurance. They are terrified of the March 10th lockout deadline. The environment is entirely consumed by anxiety and political warfare. But then you look at the FIBA World Cup qualifying camp. It is pristine. It is elite. It is completely isolated from the petty domestic squabbles of the WNBA Players Association. Listen closely to the sheer excitement, the absolute undeniable relief radiating from the basketball community. Listen to the exact moment the entire sport pivots away from the labor strike and focuses on the actual product.
It's time! The GOAT has arrived. The GOAT has arrived for Team USA camp ahead of this FIBA competition, the 11th through the 18th, about to shut it down.
It is time. The GOAT has arrived. Caitlin Clark has arrived for Team USA camp ahead of this FIBA competition. She is about to shut it down. Boom. That is the sound of a global brand completely ignoring a localized labor dispute. Caitlin Clark is not sitting on virtual union calls arguing about housing stipends. She is not reading leaked 3-page letters from disgruntled vice presidents. She is putting on the red, white, and blue. She is preparing to broadcast her lethal, unguardable offensive skill set to millions of international viewers. This is the ultimate leverage play. While the veteran WNBA players are desperately fighting the billionaire owners for a sliver of domestic revenue, Caitlin Clark is actively expanding her global empire. If the WNBA completely collapses on March 10th, if the owners lock the doors and cancel the season, Caitlin Clark will simply continue to play basketball on international television. She is entirely bulletproof. The union needs her to survive. She absolutely does not need the union. But while Caitlin Clark is thriving in the international spotlight, the veteran media establishment back home is having a complete, unmitigated psychological meltdown. The old guard podcasters, the former players turned commentators, are watching the WNBA union completely tear itself apart. They saw the leaked letter from Breanna Stewart and Kelsey Plum. They saw the public mutiny against Executive Director Terry Carmichael Jackson. And instead of holding the union leadership accountable for their spectacular incompetence, the veteran media decided to invent a massive, highly delusional corporate conspiracy theory. Listen to the desperate, completely fabricated narrative being pushed by the veteran defenders. Listen to exactly who they are trying to blame for the union's internal collapse.
To me, I think an agent could have leaked this letter.
Why?
Because agents are ready to get paid. Mm-hmm. They have to eat. Mm-hmm. Their livelihood is on the table too. So it's kind of like...
I think an agent could have leaked this letter. Why? Because agents are ready to get paid. They have to eat. Their livelihood is on the table too. Stop the tape. Let us surgically dissect that statement. The veteran media is actively trying to convince the public that the WNBA union is perfectly unified, and that the only reason a highly sensitive, confidential letter leaked to the press is because greedy sports agents are executing a hostile takeover. They are trying to frame the sports agents as the ultimate corporate villains, but they are completely ignoring the basic, undeniable mathematics of the sports entertainment industry. You cannot blame the agents for panicking when the union leadership has created a catastrophic financial time bomb Listen to the brutal, completely unfiltered macroeconomic reality check. Listen to exactly why the sports agents are fully justified in executing a hostile takeover of this negotiation.
League that is currently unemployed, 80%. These agents make money when the players that they represent within that 80% sign new contracts. The damn agents don't want no lock.
There is 80% of this league that is currently unemployed. 80%. These agents make money when the players they represent sign new contracts. The damn agents do not want a lockout. They are trying to get their bags too. Checkmate. The game is over. The veteran media cannot spin this reality. The WNBA Players Association intentionally advised its members to sign short-term contracts. They intentionally created a scenario where 80% of the workforce is completely unemployed heading into this negotiation. They thought it would give them massive leverage. They thought they could hold the entire league hostage, but they completely forgot how a sports agency actually operates. Sports agents are not charities. They are not ideological labor warriors. They are highly sophisticated, ruthless corporate entities. They have massive overhead costs. They have payrolls. They have luxury office leases. They operate entirely on commission. If a player signs a contract, the agent gets 3%. If a player does not sign a contract, the agent gets absolutely zero. Right now, 80% of the WNBA is generating absolutely zero revenue for their agents. The agents are watching the union executives, multi-millionaires like Nneka Ogwumike and Breanna Stewart, actively threaten a season-ending strike. A strike that would completely wipe out the agents' commission checks for the entire year. Do you honestly believe the apex predators of the sports management industry are going to sit back and let a disorganized, mathematically illiterate union destroy their profit margins? Absolutely not. If an agent leaked that letter, they did it to save the league. They leaked the letter to expose the incompetence of Terry Carmichael Jackson. They leaked the letter to force the union to accept the owner's proposal. The agents are looking at the massive salary increases on the table. They are looking at the guaranteed housing. They are looking at the 15% revenue share. And they are screaming at the union to sign the dotted line. The veteran media wants to villainize the agents, but the agents are the only adults left in the room. And this brings us to the absolute peak of the veteran media's hypocrisy. The ultimate sickening double standard that has completely destroyed their credibility. The old guard podcasters are currently begging the public to stop criticizing Terry Carmichael Jackson. They are claiming that the union director is being unfairly targeted. They are claiming that it is wrong to place the blame on one single woman. But the internet never forgets. The digital footprint is permanent. Listen to the absolute, undeniable proof that the veteran media operates on a highly toxic, entirely factional double standard. Listen to exactly how they treated the WNBA commissioner just a few months ago.
The problem I just think y'all so fake because I didn't hear y'all talk about villainizing one time when the FIBA caller and all them was blasting Kathy Engelbert. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. Y'all only doing... Y'all gonna be mad when y'all doing this for Terry Jackson because she a...
I just think you all are so fake because I didn't hear you talk about villainizing one time when they were blasting Kathy Engelbert. Let's just keep it real. Boom. That is the kill shot. The absolute, unvarnished truth. Just a few months ago, the veteran players and the veteran media launched a massive, coordinated, highly aggressive public relations assault against WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. They dragged her name through the mud. They called her incompetent. They demanded her resignation. They completely villainized her on national television. Where were these podcasters then? Where were the passionate speeches about how we should not attack a single woman? Where were the nuanced conversations about the complexities of corporate leadership? They were nowhere to be found. They were actively cheering for the destruction of Kathy Engelbert because Kathy Engelbert represents the billionaire owners. But the exact moment the script flips, the exact second that their own union director, Terry Carmichael Jackson, is exposed for hiding financial proposals for 17 months, suddenly the media wants to preach about unity and grace. It is a completely fraudulent narrative. The veteran establishment does not care about fairness. They do not care about objective reporting. They only care about protecting their specific ideological clique. If you are part of the old guard, you are completely immune from criticism. If you are the commissioner, or if you are Caitlin Clark, you are immediately thrown to the wolves. But the public is waking up. The fans are seeing right through the smoke and mirrors. They are watching the union completely self-destruct. They are watching the vice president's stage mutinies. They are watching the agents execute hostile takeovers to save their commissions. And they are watching Caitlin Clark completely ignore the entire circus as she dominates the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. The WNBA is currently standing on the precipice of a permanent, catastrophic lockout. The billionaire owners are holding the line. They are refusing to budge. They know the union is fractured. They know the agents are desperate. They know the middle-class players are terrified. The owners do not have to lift a finger. They just have to watch the calendar turn to March 10th. The veteran media thought they could spin this disaster. They thought they could blame the agents. They thought they could protect their union director. They completely overplayed their hand. The truth is out. The leverage is gone. And the greatest economic engine in the history of the sport is currently wearing a Team USA jersey, thousands of miles away, proving to the entire world that she is the only asset that actually matters. What is your completely unvarnished, highly analytical take on this spectacular corporate collapse? Do you believe Caitlin Clark is executing a brilliant leverage play by dominating the international stage while the WNBA burns to the ground? Do you agree that the sports agents are fully justified in leaking documents to force a deal because 80% of the league is unemployed? And more importantly, do you believe the veteran media is completely hypocritical for defending Terry Carmichael Jackson after they spent months aggressively attacking Kathy Engelbert? Drop your completely unfiltered, brutal analysis in the comments section below. If you want the uncompromising truth about the real business, the real strategy, and the real cutthroat corporate politics of professional sports, hit that subscribe button, brutally smash the like button, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a deep dive. We do not do mainstream media fluff on this channel. We expose the leverage, we investigate the agent conspiracies, and we reveal the terrifying corporate reality behind the podcasts. I will see you all in the next breakdown.